story is leading Page 6 and all the gossip sites today.
Back up from the door. We got you. Back up from the door. Angie. How you doing, Angie?
Jolie up top! Fashion shot!
We know that an incident occurred which led to your separation.
Gutman on the impending divorce of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie Pitt.
And anybody who's married or in a long-term relationship knows this, is that you cannot just keep things in and you can't play it safe.
Let's dive into that explosive Instagram post by Pax Jolie Pitt. Imagine scrolling through your feed and stumbling upon a jaw-dropping rant from a celeb's family member. All right, buckle up. Father's Day 2020 rolls around, and amidst the typical heartfelt tributes flooding social media, there's a shocker. Pax Jolie Pitt, Angelina Jolie's adopted son, decides it's time to spill some serious tea about his dad, none other than Hollywood heartthrob Brad Pitt. In a post that likely made more than a few jaws drop, Pax didn't mince words. Nope, not even close. He straight up called Brad a world-class a-hole and a despicable person. Wham! Talk about not holding back. But it didn't stop there. Oh no, Pax went full-on tell-it-like-it-is mode. He dished that life around Brad wasn't exactly a walk in the park. In fact, he labeled it as hell for the folks closest to him. That's some serious family drama hitting the screens. What's even more gut-wrenching? Pax spilled about how Brad allegedly showed zilch consideration or empathy for his younger siblings. And get this, Pax claimed those little ones quaked in fear around their own dad. Can you imagine? It's like a scene straight out of a Hollywood drama, except it's unfolding on your Insta feed. Now, we're not talking just any family squabble here. This was Pitt and Jolie's kid, who'd been part of this super famous once Brangelina duo. And here he was, throwing this massive accusations at a Hollywood A-lister. It's the kind of drama that's hard to look away from, right? You gotta wonder what really went down behind those closed doors. What led a young guy to spill such scalding hot tea on social media? Was it a tipping point, a buildup of years of tension, or something more sudden that set him off? The post didn't give us all the deets, but man, did it spark a wildfire of curiosity. And the fact that this came from Pax, who typically keeps things low-key and private? That's like a megawatt spotlight on a situation that seemed all hush-hush until then. It's the kind of post that makes you lean in closer, craving more insight into the untold story behind the glittering facade of Hollywood fame.
This story is leading Page 6 and all the gossip sites today.
Back up from the door. We got you. Back up from the door. Angie. How you doing, Angie?
Father's Day post in 2020 on a private account, Pax Jolie Pitt.
Jolie up top! Fashion shot!
Unveiling family turmoil. All right, hold on to your hat, because we're about to step into the real-life soap opera of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's breakup. It's 2016, and Hollywood's golden couple Brangelina shocked the world with their split. Cue the headlines, the gossip columns, and the jaw-dropping rumors. But that was just the beginning of the roller coaster. As they untangled their lives, things got messy, really messy. Legal battles flared up, sparks flew, and the whole thing turned into a drama that Hollywood couldn't script even on its best day. The custody tug-of-war took center stage. Reports, whispers, and maybe a few screams emerged about what went down between Brad and their eldest son, Maddox, aboard a private jet. That's right, a private jet. It's like the setting for a high-stakes movie scene, except this was real life for the stars. The story goes that an argument erupted between Brad and Maddox, and it got so intense that the FBI and Child Services got involved. Talk about a high-stakes family feud. It wasn't long before the rumor mill hit overdrive, spinning tales and theories about what really happened up there in the clouds.
Angelina Jolie's fingerprints all over it. I mean, she's worked really hard over the last few years.
The son of actors Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt.
So, it just seems strange. Brad Pitt's had a lot of positive press lately.
We know that an incident occurred which led to your separation.
But hold up, plot twist. Despite the frenzy, investigations cleared Brad of any charges. Phew! Still, it was a PR storm that rocked Hollywood and had everyone gossiping over their morning coffee. Can you imagine the chaos behind the scenes? The tension, the discussions, the legal back and forth. Here were two of the most iconic names in the industry, entangled in a battle that was playing out not just on red carpets, but in courtrooms and headlines worldwide. It's the kind of breakup saga that had everyone picking sides, speculating on what truly went down, and hoping for some kind of resolution. But you know what they say about Hollywood drama? It's rarely straightforward. And that altercation aboard the jet? It was just a piece of the puzzle in a saga that kept unfurling, leaving the public hungry for answers and glimpses behind the glamorous veil. Brad Pitt and his adopted son Pax. The complex father-son dynamic between Brad Pitt and Pax Jolie Pitt. Let's dive into that intriguing yet strained relationship. Pax, adopted by Angelina Jolie in 2007, has grown up in the spotlight, part of this high-profile Hollywood family. But despite the glitz and glam, his relationship with Brad Pitt seems to have hit some pretty rocky shores. And how do we know? Well, that explosive Instagram post from Pax himself spilled the tea. In that post, Pax didn't hold back. Nope, he let loose with a fiery critique of his dad's behavior and the way he allegedly treated the family. It was a no-holds-barred moment that sent shockwaves through social media and beyond. Can you imagine being part of this superstar family, but behind the scenes, feeling a rift between father and son? It's the kind of stuff that tugs at your heartstrings and keeps you wondering what's really going on behind those glamorous curtains. It's like a snapshot into a world where fame and family collide, and things aren't always as picture-perfect as they seem. For Pax, being part of a globally known family might come with its own set of pressures, expectations, and maybe even conflicts. That Instagram post wasn't just an airing of dirty laundry. It was a peek into a young man's perspective on life within a complicated, high-profile family. And boy, did it give us a glimpse into a side of the Pitt-Jolie dynamic that we rarely get to see. There's a lot more to this relationship than meets the eye. And while that one post might have shaken things up, it's just a fraction of the untold story behind the scenes. It's the kind of family drama that's both heart-wrenching and captivating, leaving us curious about the real ins and outs of their bond. Legal battles and custody drama. The fallout from the Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie split didn't just stop with the divorce papers. Nope. That was just the beginning of a legal roller coaster that had everyone holding their breath. Flash forward to 2019. The ink dried on the divorce documents, but did the drama simmer down? Oh no, it only intensified. Legal battles kicked into high gear, and it seemed like Brad and Angelina were far from finding closure. Custody disputes? You bet. That was a major battlefield for these two. They continued duking it out over the kids, trying to figure out who gets what time and how much of it. It was the kind of back and forth that had the tabloids working overtime to keep up with the latest twists and turns. But wait, there's more. Enter the $350 million saga over Chateau Miraval, their luxurious French vineyard. That's right, this wasn't just about custody, it was also about property, a whole lot of it.
The Hollywood power couple and the surprise split.
And in doing so, realized how little I actually knew.
Gutman on the impending divorce of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie Pitt.
And we are a family. And we will always be a family. And we will get through this time.
And anybody who's married or in a long-term relationship knows this, is that you cannot just keep things in and you can't play it safe.
The battles weren't just emotional, they were financial powerhouses clashing over who'd get what slice of this multi-million-dollar pie. It's the kind of legal feud that seems straight out of a courtroom drama, with lawyers juggling high-stakes negotiations and fighting tooth and nail for their respective clients. And let's not forget the public spectacle. Every move, every legal filing, it all played out in the spotlight, leaving everyone, fans, gossip mongers, and industry insiders alike, on the edge of their seats, waiting for the next shocking revelation. The divorce might have been inked and sealed, but the aftermath was far from settled. It was a whirlwind of legal battles, custody wrangling, and property disputes that turned their split into a saga that just kept unraveling. The unraveling of Brangelina. It's 2005, and the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith becomes the backdrop for the start of something epic. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, two of the biggest names in Tinseltown, meet, and sparks fly. Little did they know, this chance encounter would kickstart a whirlwind romance that would captivate the world. The chemistry on screen was just the beginning. Soon, whispers of a blossoming off-screen romance spread like wildfire. But wait, there's a catch! Brad was still hitched to Jennifer Aniston, sending shockwaves through Hollywood and the tabloids alike. It was a paparazzi frenzy, with everyone dissecting every glance and touch between Brad and Angelina. Fast forward to 2016, and what once seemed like the ultimate power couple came crashing down. The Brangelina fairy tale turned into a messy public divorce that felt straight out of a movie plot. Disagreements? Oh, there were plenty. Accusations flew like confetti at a parade, and legal disputes became the norm. Custody battles, property wars, name it, they probably fought over it. The breakup didn't just make headlines, it practically hijacked them. Every step of their separation played out in front-page news, gossip columns, and celebrity magazines. It was like watching a real-life soap opera unfold before our eyes, with the world eagerly devouring every juicy detail. For a couple once hailed as the epitome of Hollywood royalty, their breakup marked a seismic shift in the industry. It was the end of an era, a Brangelina era that had once mesmerized fans and kept the media on their toes.